Sorry, no fancy beach or holiday adventure today, but an important message for anyone considering coming to Thailand as a working expat. Okay, a retiree's fine if your money's in place, you know every month it's coming in, and that you can sustain an ongoing long-term survival over here in Thailand. Because I want to point out, it is hard work and it requires a lot of discipline, consistency and forward thinking to make a go of it as a working expat here. Imagine what would happen if you lost your job. The reality is, very quickly, if there's no cash flow, you'll end up with your tail between your legs back in your home country. And that's not what you want. When you make the move, far better to get it right first time. And I get a lot of messages from viewers asking about what I do and how I keep going, and I feel that there's a lot of people that aren't really happy with their life or their direction and maybe justify it, but would like a change. And the stark reality for me is, with more money, there's more freedom and more control of your life and your family's destiny. As a family man, that adds another level of responsibility. And I know that escaping to Thailand, I use the word escape when I look back on humdrum. I'm not meaning to be condescending. I enjoyed my time there, but didn't want to map out the rest of my life on just one chapter. Doesn't make sense when you can have multiple chapters doing different things with your life, variety. And to me, there's nothing better than travel. But it's not cheap to live in Thailand anymore if you want to do it responsibly. Health insurance for my family, and I do pay for a good one, but it's come in very handy over the years, cost me 170,000 baht a year. But I don't buy the argument of I'm going back to the UK for the NHS. Well, I watch Sky News every morning and it seems a mess. The latest was there's more people suffering from cancer because of the long waits. I do not want that for my family. I want the very best. I'm not going back to substandard health. NHS, no way. I remember the long queues anyway. Here, if my kid's ill or I'm ill or my wife, we're straight in and treatment is quick. It's like a hotel. Schooling. My kids go to a kind of entry-level international school, and I wouldn't put them in Thai school. They were in a Thai school before and it was disappointing. I'm not compromising my kids' education for me to have a better life living abroad. So just schooling and health insurance, I've got 2 kids, is 770,000 baht a year. It's 22,000 US dollars, 18,000 pounds a year, before you even begin. But still, I need to build and protect and make sure that my cash flows don't fall away. I have a number of business interests in Thailand, and I think many of the successful guys over here also do. You spread your risks. It's so fluid and transient, life over here, with changing consumers, low seasons, high seasons, different tourist groups coming through, different tourist ones falling away a little bit, like the Europeans, as their cost of living is squeezed back in their own countries and airfare goes up. So many different dynamics at play that perhaps aren't so prevalent in the UK. So if I had to go back now with my family at 47, it would be a disaster. Just a disaster. I'd have to find work. How would I compete with younger people when I'm considered past it and jump up on a high enough level? I'd have to start a business. You need cash to do all of this. There are no shortcuts, and I do not wholly support anyone that would come here with a family with not much cash or outlook. Don't compromise the kids' education on Thai schools. Don't cut your health insurance, and certainly make sure you have health insurance. I would have been heartbroken, right? My son was in intensive care at one point when he was very young. $1 million worth of health care, that would have been. I had a back injury. 250,000 baht worth of surgery. You need cash flow. Then you can enjoy travelling, eating out, activities with the kids. You don't want to go every weekend just to the beach. Football, go-karting, water parks, it's all here, but you need cash. So my message is, if you are considering coming over as a family, as a working expat, be accountable, planned, do your due diligence, forward think. What's going to happen to you if you have no pension? What's going to happen if one of your family members or you fall ill? I don't want to be bar humbug. I just want to say it's a wonderful life here, but you just got to work for it. Be disciplined and consistent and go at it every day. I've escaped the rat race in the UK, but I'm still doing all I can to make a go of this life. Okay, keep safe. Down about Thailand.